Today is day number 245 of building $1 million home service business without doing any of the home services myself. Now, if you remember back to the earliest days of running this business, I actually was doing some of the home service, and thankfully I can say now I no longer have to do any of the home services. In fact, I don't even live in the same state, but I will tell you that if you watch this video to its completion, I think not only could you avoid doing any of the home service yourself, but I think you could also scale even twice as fast as I did. And if you didn't know, it took me only 2 weeks, 14 days to go live and build this business and start taking cleans and booking customers, and only 8 months to scale to over $40,000 a month. And here is exactly what I wish I would have done differently to get there twice as fast as I did. There's only 3 simple steps. The first step is going to seem pretty obvious, but to me at the time, it was a big thing. Be more organized. I had everything written down. I used a calendar. I used a to-do list. I used Excel, but I wasn't organized enough. And what happened was, ultimately, when I started to grow quickly, customers started falling through the cracks. People started getting overlooked, and we left revenue on the table. We left fulfillment on the table and just sold ourselves short a little bit. And that little bit compounds a lot over the span of 3, 6, 9, 12 months. I wish I had been more organized when I first started out. I really would have just been able to do a lot more with the 8 months that I've had along the way. Now, at this point, I'm very organized. I'm very diligent with everything, but when I started, I wasn't. And when you get started with your remote home service empire, make sure you are doing just that. Now, the second thing is going to be not just finding a high quality mentor, not just finding a high quality individual to teach you or a team to teach you, but finding a high quality community of people to teach you. Now, there are 2 suggestions that I have. One of them I'm a little bit biased towards, but I'm going to give you both of them. The first one is take advantage of small business Twitter. It is one of the most helpful, or small business X. It is one of the most helpful small business niches on any platform, right? There are actually a lot of people there that provide a lot of good value, that provide good insight, and have been extremely successful in exactly what you're looking to do. And you really stand to lose nothing. Twitter is free. X is free. You don't have to pay. You don't have to do anything. Get in there, get connected with other people that are already doing what you want to do, and make sure that you are putting yourself in a position where you can lean on a collective intelligence. Now, the second recommendation that I have is, if you join Dropservice Academy, you are going to get access to truly what I believe to be the best remote home service or drop servicing community that exists, with over 220 members and people who are consistently active, trying to help you level up, trying to help you get to the level that they're already at. It is a community and a place unlike any other. And I wish that when I had joined Dropservice Academy way back 8 months ago, 9 months ago, before it was even called Dropservice Academy, I wish that the community then had been as robust and helpful and engaging as they are now, because right now, the people joining Dropservice Academy are going to be on pace to dwarf my numbers with all the help that they are receiving from everyone else within the community, alongside of course, their mentors and coaches that they're working directly with. So, that is tip number 2. Get into a community, not just an individual, not just a team that's smart and knows what they're doing, because that 1, 2, 3 people will never know as much as 200 people who are all trying to push the needle in the same direction. So do not let that fall by the wayside. Now, the final part, and I'm going quick for you guys today so that you don't have to spend too long on this video, even though it is immensely valuable, is going to be taking my hands off of things earlier, automating things, using AI, using integrations, using automations that allow things to be done without me manually having to do them, and hiring out. Just taking my hands off of things. At this point, I've now hired out SEO, I've hired out bookkeeping, I've hired out accounting, I've hired out scheduling, I've hired out my payment processing and my billing and things like that. I've hired out so many of my admin tasks as well as my higher level, very niche down tasks like accounting and things like that, because ultimately that is not what I should be spending my time on. My time is much more valuably spent trying to grow the business, build relationships, and hire on the next wave of service providers. And soon I will be hiring my replacement even for those tasks. This makes your business easier to run, actually more scalable. You'll have to spend a little bit more money, but when you have 5 people working on a business, it can scale way quicker than when you have just one. And it makes it more valuable at the time of sale because people don't want to buy cash flowing jobs. They want to buy cash flowing businesses where they don't have to worry about anything that's creating that cash flow. People want to buy businesses that are hands off, that they can just purchase, turn the key, let it run, and collect their check at the end of every month. They don't want to run another 40-hour-a-week job, especially not the high-level investors that you're going to inevitably be selling your remote home service business to. If you can automate and pawn off these tasks and start to hire the next wave of help, you can start another location. You can focus on growth and high-level tasks like that. You can develop a business in a different industry. You can do so much more when you buy back your time and you don't spend it working exclusively on tasks that are in some ways beneath you when you've grown to a certain point that your time becomes more and more valuable. Now, these 3 steps would have allowed me to get to where I am now in maybe even half of the time. And I hope that when you're listening to them, you take them very seriously, because if you apply these rules and this information alongside of my free guide and all the other content I've put out on how you get started in this industry, you can grow incredibly fast and sustain that growth in a way that builds you enterprise value and starts to create cash flow without you having to sacrifice more and more and more of your precious time. So to recap really quickly, we want to hire, we want to automate, we want to make sure that we don't have to handle all of the low-level tasks all the time. Okay, we want to surround ourselves with a community of like-minded people, people trying to achieve the same goals as us. We don't want to be stuck in a one-on-one coaching type of relationship where it's just us, even if that community is just a free community on Twitter. And finally, we need to be as organized as possible, because organization leads to growth, and it leads to uniform, measurable, predictable growth, which is what we are looking for. We want this thing to grow on a steady incline, up and up and up, and not be stuck on the sways and the up and downs of business that exist when you are just flying by the seat of your pants all the time. So if you enjoyed this video and you're going to implement these strategies, leave a comment. Let me know which ones you enjoyed the most, which one you think your business needs the most. And if you are serious about scaling your own drop servicing business, whether it already exists, whether it's a owner-operator business and you want to start drop servicing, or whether it's just an idea that you like, make sure you click the link in my bio, watch the free guide that I've put together for you there, and schedule a call with my team so we can give you some more information about coaching. Guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.